Oh, looks like I lost that round of beat the clock with your loogie. Anyways, welcome to another episode. Very special episode. Kelly's not here. Toot the horn. It's July 13th, 2023, and we're going to see some bros. We're going to see, well, genetical brothers. But you know what? Andy Mullen, he's a top. You know what? I think we're going to give him credit. He knows enough about bro stuff. Um, I have no idea. I've never met any either of them, but this is going to be fun. Andy Cohen is guest hosting, and him and Mark are going to be doing the opening segment. And it's either going to go really good or really effing bad. Put in the comments section what you think. And July 13th, 2023, season one, episode 64. There's really nothing left to say. If you saw at the end of my last video, I already told you what's going to happen this episode. It's dude. It is now the A.M. morning show. Frick it. Telecast, archives, take a look back all the way to July 23, right before the typhoon hit, and we lost New Jersey. All right, season one, episode 64. Let's go get it. I'm your host, Phil in the Blanc. Make sure to smash all the likes and the dislikes and give me some subscriptions, and make sure to ask me information on how you could join my book club and how to subscribe to my TikTok and my Snapchat and my MySpace and my Hotmail. And I got a pizza club, and I'm going to start a new YouTube channel where I just talk about my feet all day. And for more information, just click here. Right there. I'll fix it in post. All right. Let's get this going. Sorry. I have to go. I have to pass gas real quick. I didn't want to do that on camera and be rude. All right. Let me just call my friends. Let me invite some other followers. We're almost at our goal, guys. I'm so proud of us. We're such a community. All right. Boop. Yes. Thank you, Johnny. Yes. Welcome to Star Search. I'm Ed McMahon. So yeah, we're gonna get started on July 13th for my TikTok feed. July 13th, 2023, season one, episode 64. And yes, for everyone that was inquiring on how to get my new perfume, it's all in the bio. Okay. And make sure you have to share to 100 people, share the post to 100 people, and you'll get 10% off my foot cleanser. Okay. And then that will be available for 50% for everyone who watches at least 50% of my YouTube foot talk video at foot_talk. All right, you guys. I think there's nothing else to say. Let's get. I'm so excited to see Andy Cohen. He's my favorite. Him and Neil Patrick Harris. I would love to spend a day with them, just like bathing in very clear water, naked. Oh, so let's get started. And rest in peace to Regis Philbin. Oh God. What are you talking about? I'm not dead.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today, model and host of Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge, Ashley Graham. Plus, stand-up comedian and actor, Michelle Buteau. Also, another hot day means another day of Beat the Heat bargains, exclusively for our amazing viewers.
Exclusively for you.
Andy Cohen joins Mark at the co-host desk. All next on Live.
Are they going to be hand in hand? Oh, arm around the back and shoulder. Oh, give him a kiss. Oh, I thought they were going to kiss on the lips. Oh, I lost my bingo card already. I thought they were going to kiss on the lips. Yes, pull it out. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Oh, what's up? Look at that hot girl. He didn't do the little Kelly dance. He didn't do the.
Good morning, July 13th, 2023. Filling for Kelly today. She's on assignment is my dear friend, Andy Cohen.
She's on assignment doing what? She's on assignment barfing in her toilet because she got freaking wasted last night.
Kelly's chair. It feels good.
She's got the shits because she ate that fucking 20 cheeseburger, that meatless cheeseburger.
These Kelly's glasses? I don't know whose glasses they are.
Now you can put him on and make fun of how blind she is. You know where Kelly's on assignment? Kelly's on assignment in the toilet bowl fucking pooping out that 20 slice of meatless cheeseburger that she ate. That's what happens when you eat 20 globs of congealed processed cheese. She's getting her stomach pumped. You know what assignment means? I'll tell you right now. She's on assignment. That's bullshit. She's not on assignment. You know what she is? She's at the hairdresser getting her roots dyed so she doesn't have any gray showing, and she's getting fucking Botox in her like ribs, and she's getting liposuction so she can continue to look like a Barbie doll. She's on assignment at the hair salon, fucking lighten up that salon toilet. What is that? Does that smell like? That smells like hot cheese. That smells like Velveeta and feces. That's what the barber's saying. The salonist, whatever, the hairdresser that's dyeing her roots right now. She's dyeing her hair blonde. Oh, Kelly, what's that smell? What is that perfume? It smells like Velveeta and feces. Yeah, that's what assignment means. Just type this in real quick.
Is my dear friend, Andy Cohen.
Wow. Thank you for having me. This is so exciting. I'm in Kelly's chair.
How's it feel?
It feels good. Formerly the Regis chair. Very exciting.
They're different chairs,
Are
dummy.
these Kelly's glasses?
Yeah, she's blind.
I
We
don't
get
know
it.
whose glasses they are.
I think they might be.
We'll see. Yes.
Wow.
Do you know what it feels like? You know what this feels
A
like?
sausage fest?
Yes.
Then why do I smell
like we stole
tacos?
Mom's car.
I know it does.
Then why do I smell roast beef?
This is surreal. This is weird.
I mean, we met, what, 15 years ago?
Yes,
16 years
yes.
ago?
Frank Gumbel's Christmas party. Yes.
And I remember I think you referred to me as Mateo.
Yes, of course. OG, all my children.
OG, all my children.
I won that game with you.
You crushed that
Last
game.
time I was on.
When you saw us there, had we met before?
No.
All right. And you're such a big All My Children fan.
Yes.
What was going through?
I was so excited, and I just was a fan from afar. So, and I thought I knew Kelly, like everyone thinks they know Kelly.
Right.
So I had so much I needed to say to her.
Right.
Yes.
And you did.
Yes, and I did.
And
I
you
said it all.
You really, really did.
Yes, and I just wanted to look at you.
Yes.
Yes.
We became fast friends. Now,
Yes.
you know, you're from St. Louis.
Yes.
I'm from a town about 24.9 miles just due east.
Yes.
Lebanon, Illinois.
Right.
I was there in 1975 to 86. So we were 25 miles away
Isn't
from
that
each other.
amazing?
I think we tried to play this game, this geographic game before. We must have been in the same mall.
We must have been at the same mall. I mean, it wouldn't have been like, we wouldn't have been like playing each other in a sport.
No.
That wasn't something that I really.
Were you in Model UN? Were you in the Model
you're
United
gay.
Nations? I was in the Model United Nations.
I was dumb and with no eye-hand coordination.
Right.
So
Jerking off to
wasn't
pictures of
doing
David
everything you were
Cassidy.
doing.
You went to Cardinals games, though.
Yes, I did. We could have been at Bush Stadium together.
Did you go roller skating? Did you ever go roller skating?
A little bit, yeah. I went ice skating.
Ice
Yeah,
skating.
we had a
but
little ice
never to
skating
the
rink.
roller rink?
No, not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I think we have a photo of us together. If you zoom in tight, you zoom a little tight. There we are. That was the
Oh, really?
spot. That was
Oh,
the
really?
spot back in
And-
1985.
Yeah, we were taking a selfie in 1985. Yeah,
That's the best we can. That's the best we can
That
do.
is really funny.
That's the
I love
best we
that.
can
Wow,
do
so
here.
that's when we actually.
What'd you do last night?
Didn't know that. I went to the premiere party for the Real Housewives of New York City.
Okay.
It premieres on Sunday night, and it's so good, you guys. We
All the
rebooted
cast.
the whole
Yeah.
show. Here I am with the new housewives. There you go. They look great. It's a great group. And who do I run into?
These look so
at
great.
the
They're
Rainbow
so great.
Group
It
at
looks
the
so
party, and
good.
she came up to me, and I was like, "Hello." And she's like, and then she said her name. My mind was blown.
It was Yasmin Bleak.
The last person I would have expected to run into there, TV's Jan Brady. Isn't that crazy? And when I tell you, I accosted her, it was like I was seeing Madonna. Like, I was so excited.
Is she lovely?
She's so lovely. She lives in New York City. She's lived here for like for a while, she said. And she said, and I was like, is the revenue stream from the Brady Bunch still strong, or is it a trickle? She said it was never strong.
Oh.
It was only all the ancillary shows that they did outside of the Brady Bunch that made them money. Well, they weren't in the movies.
I know,
the movies were they got nothing from that.
Okay.
So all the little side shows.
Do you remember when they were selling that?
No. Look, the Brady movie with like Ben Stiller's wife, that's so count, but you forget they had the made for TV movies. They had a very Brady Christmas, and I think they had like 2 or 3 Brady Christmas specials in like the late 80s and early, like the mid to late 80s, where it was like Greg was like 35 years old and had a mustache and he had kids. And remember Bobby was like 24 and he was like racing cars, and they couldn't get Cindy to come on. So someone else had to play Cindy. But all the kids, this was like, figure it out go in a search engine, and there's a Brady Christmas where all the original cast members, it's like 1985, 1988, they came out with like 2 or 3 specials that were Christmas specials. But of course, back then, why would agents representing children recommend to the children and look out in their best interest and say, you should sign a deal that's going to put residual money in your pocket for years and years and years? All they cared about was themselves. They're like, you know what, kid, just take the $100,000 for per season. That's a lot of money. And then all the percentages, like 2%, 3% of like profits and advertising revenue and all that stuff from syndication. You know where that money went? In the agent's pocket. The agent didn't say you deserve this, and the parents and the kids didn't know to ask for it. So he arranged a deal to say, hey, I want in the contract that 3% of like any syndication is going to be going to us. And then he wrote it in the contract where it's going to go in his pocket. And the studio said, you know what? Screw the kids. What do we care? If it goes in their pocket or your pocket. So the agents were ripping off the kids and the managers, and the kids just got a flat fee, and all the syndication, all the percentages, all the back end profits, went in the agent's pocket because all they cared about was money. They were the shiesty agencies. And the kids didn't. So the kids got ripped off. The parents didn't know any better. No one stuck up for them. You know what I mean? That's how it was back in the 60s and 70s. Real talk.
Okay. So all the little side shows.
Do you remember when they were selling that house, the actual Brady house we talked about?
Yes.
Get that house.
I know. And HGTV wound up buying it.
I think it was for sale again.
But they sold it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could have bought it. That's stupid. I mean, that's stupid right there. You guys, honestly, you wanted to buy it, and you had it. HGTV was selling it. It was only selling it for like $15 million or something, or maybe even $5 million. The bottom line is, you and Kelly and Mark. Well, let's just say Andy and Kelly. Mark doesn't have any money. Mark spends Kelly's money, but Kelly and Andy could have easily, without a thought, bought that house. So if Andy was really serious, they could have bought it. So just shows. You stay on top of your game. You wanted to buy the house. You had a chance. It was reasonably affordable, and you fucked it up. He could have filmed a whole reality show in that house. Talk about a missed investment opportunity.
Okay. So all the little side shows.
Do you remember when they were selling that house?
Is Andy Cohen smart or lucky? Put in the comment section.
And HGTV wound up buying it.
I think it was for sale again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. The Bravo shows are huge in our house.
Yes.
We started watching Miami, which is blowing my mind.
So good.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's the best. It's so great. You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
And he's worked on Jersey Housewives.
Yep.
He worked on this new season of New York. And I kept texting him saying, who's your favorite? Who are you enjoying? And he was so excited.
He's very diplomatic.
He was very diplomatic, but he does have a couple favorites.
Yeah, he's working on some.
Now he's working on Summer House. Yeah, it's crazy. It is a full circle moment.
Do you remember meeting him?
Great. So basically Kelly and Mark have their oldest son, and they're friends with Andy Cohen. And coincidence, their son's last 3 jobs have been on Riverdale with his father, a Lifetime movie that his mother Kelly produced, right? And the third one is he's working on Bravo shows for Andy Cohen, their dear family friend, who they see as an uncle. So talk about, let's see, do we call that nepotism? Is he talented or what? Like, just talk about, imagine someone who is not talented at all getting all these high paying jobs because mommy and daddy are basically pulling strings for them. And then he's probably convinced that he's talented, right? If you're really a talented actor, the guy's going to be almost 30 and all your jobs are daddy's giving you a job on his television show, mommy's giving you a job on her movie, on her Lifetime movie, for Christ's sake. And then you get to work like behind the scenes on like fucking Uncle Andy shows. These are all pity jobs. So like, don't even think about trying to like put out some resume like you're some like accomplished fucking actor or celebrity or personality. Just what a junk. And I bet they pay him more. Like like, hey, this job pays $105,000, but this job pays 90 grand, but we'll give you, Michael Consuelos, we'll give you 180,000. You know what I mean? To hook you up, wink, wink. Right? You know where Andy learned that from? From his fucking parents. Hey, you know what? We take care of each other. Give me a pastrami sandwich and I'll tip you $600. That don't tell anyone, because we take care of our own. Oy vey. And now you're sitting there bragging about like, wow, my son's so talented. He's working on all these shows. He's so you're just making yourself look like a really douchey fucking piece of shit, Mark. You really are. The douchey bunch. The douchey bunch. The douchey bunch. That's the way we became the douchey bunch. Dun, 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 dun. And Andy Cohen as Alice. There you go. Stir that whipped cream. Stir that applesauce, Alice. And Andy Cohen is the house.
He's diplomatic, but he does have a couple.
He does have a couple of, fucking rich parents who pull strings for him. You tell us, Alice, the housekeeper.
I kept texting him saying, "Who's your favorite? Who are you enjoying?" And he was so excited.
He's very diplomatic.
Yes. He was very diplomatic, but he does have a couple favorites.
Yeah, he's working on some.
Now he's working on Summer House.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It is a full circle moment.
Do you remember meeting him?
Of course I do. And the first words he said were, "Can I hug your Snoopy?" I mean, this is the kid we love. Yes, he was 17 at the time. Just kidding. And we were very excited because yesterday the Emmy nominations came out, and Vanderpump Rules was nominated for 2 Emmys. So exciting, well deserved. And by the way, it kind of made me ponder why haven't the Housewives ever been nominated? But that's another story. Academy and Succession got a ton. I know you're a big Succession fan.
I mean, it's Succession and White Lotus.
I love them both. I still haven't watched the last 3 Successions. I'm saving them. I don't know.
What are you waiting for?
Well, but for some time. I have 2 kids and no time.
Yeah.
So, but I'm really excited to see them, and they're not spoiled for me. I don't know how it ends.
You know what we started doing? We finished, obviously. We've gone back and we started watching from season 1
of Succession. I mean, there's only 3 seasons.
4 seasons, right?
Are there 4 seasons?
Oh, okay. But they're 10. I mean, to go back, it's so.
I mean, I don't have time to go forward. I can't go back.
Once you go forward,
I'm dancing as fast as I can.
I'm gonna midriffs. What do you think about men in midriffs and crop tops?
I would like to see you in a crop top every day. I want Mark in peekaboo clothing on the show, where it's like, what do you want? You know what I mean? Just cut it off right here.
Cold plunge coming next week.
Yeah, we're gonna
cold plunge next week.
We're gonna a cold plunge with Boz.
I heard
the other day.
Yeah.
Anyway, men have embraced the shorter shorts over the past years. Some have also started wearing short shirts.
Yes.
Crop tops. So what we did. Also, I think you originated this. There we go. I like that. We working out the ninja there.
Yes, exactly.
I got you a little gift because I know you're a Dead fan.
Yes. Oh my God, it's Dead crop top. This is amazing. I'm going to the last 3 Dead and Company shows in San Francisco this weekend.
Are you really?
So maybe I will be showcasing the belly buttons. I'm very excited. By the way, speaking of skin, I wanted to ask you.
Tell me.
I needed your advice about a parenting thing. I've been talking about this a lot on radio, Andy, and I don't have a solution.
Okay.
So Ben and I have taken baths. He loves to take a bath, whatever. I guess that's normal.
Okay.
Now, were you ever naked in front of Lola? Like, what? I have a daughter.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
is the protocol there? I'm a little bit of a nudie, and I feel like I need to start locking it up.
Not on purpose. I was never naked on purpose.
Okay.
I think the rule of thumb was when they start speaking.
Lou,
Okay, when
liar. You know, he was taking showers with her when she was like in kindergarten, showing her exactly like what the soap does. You know he was. Let Daddy shampoo that
Normal.
for you.
Okay.
Now.
Let Daddy shampoo that for you. Are you familiar with a racehorse in a racetrack?
Solution.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ben and I.
You used to play 2 games. When you used to feed her, you used to play airplane, and then when you used to bathe her, you used to play landing the plane. We all know this is all stand-up comedy for auditioning.
Whatever. I guess that's.
This is just auditioning for Bravo's new reality show produced by Andy Cohen. Submission number 1.
It's a lot on radio, Andy, and I don't have a solution.
Okay.
So Ben and I have taken baths. He loves to take a bath, whatever. I guess that's normal.
No, it's not. That's not normal to take baths with your little boy.
Were you ever naked in front of Lola? Like, what? I have a daughter.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
is the protocol there? I'm a little bit of a nudie, and I feel
So Andy Cohen has like a 9-year-old son, and he just admitted that he takes baths with him and said that it's normal. That's not normal for a homosexual man to take baths with his, I think, 7-year-old son, 8-year-old son. No, I don't think he goes, that's normal, right? No, it's not. That's like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, did you lay down? Did you sleep in the same bed as that little boy? Yes. But that's perfectly normal. Everyone does it. No, they don't. Do you think it's okay for an older man to sleep in the same bed with a little boy? Yes. But what if it's not their own child? Yes. No, Michael, I'm trying to help you. If a couple has a child that is like 6 or 7 years old, maybe 9 or 10, maybe like if they have a child that's like 5 or 6 years old and they're not related to you and you've never met that child and they don't know who you are, is it okay for them to spend the night in the same bed as you? No. Very good, Michael. But if they're like 9, right, and if they're like 8 or 9 years old, no, right? And if they're 10 or 11, yes. I mean, it's always a beautiful thing when a man and a little baby can share a bed together, right? No, Michael, no. Andy just goes like, yeah, my adopted son, I adopted him, and now he's 8 years old, and we bathe together naked. That's
really?
normal.
So maybe I will be showcasing the belly buttons. I'm very excited. By the way, speaking of skin, I wanted to ask you.
Tell me.
I needed your advice about a parenting thing. I've been talking about this a lot on radio, Andy, and I don't have a solution.
Okay.
So Ben and I have taken baths. He loves to take a bath, whatever. I guess that's normal.
Okay.
Now, were you ever naked in front of Lola?
No.
Like, what? I have a daughter.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
is the protocol there? I'm a little bit of a nudie, and I feel like I need to start locking it up.
Not on purpose. I was never naked on purpose.
Okay.
I think the rule of thumb was when they start speaking.
Okay.
When they start saying words.
So there will be no bath time for me and my daughter. That's weird, right?
I'm not here to say what's weird and what's
Okay.
not weird.
Okay.
But maybe you should shut your fucking
You're
mouth.
telling me it's weird. That's all. I mean,
Look, I'm your friend, and I'm telling you to shut up. Here's what's weird. Here's what Mark means to say. I could translate because I know everything. Fill in the blank knows everything. I don't know if it's weird for you to take a bath with your little daughter because you're gay. So maybe it's okay for the daughter, but for you, it's not okay with your son. But maybe for Mark Consuelos, for me, Mark Consuelos, I can take a bath with my son, but not my daughter. How about you guys don't have any baths with your children? How about that? How about once they start taking, how about you fill up the water, you throw some toys in the tub, and you let them fucking do what they do. You don't need to jump in the tub and play Find the Submarine with them. All right, I know you read that off the Pee Wee Herman parenting website. It's not necessary. I know you might have been taught that in the 70s. Maybe that's what your uncle, your Uncle Joe, your Uncle Moishel and your Theo Luis did with you back in the late 70s. Is they jumped in the bathtub with you and you used to play, rubber ducky, and used to be like honk honk. That's not the rubber ducky. Whoops, my bad. All these bubbles, but there's no bubbles, Theo. Yeah, I understand. Let's put some clear glasses on. Don't get in the bathtub with any of your fucking children ever. It's very easy. How about that? Just a suggestion, in my opinion. Great. Okay, this is fucking awkward. Who put these two together? This is terrible.
Saying words. So there will be no bath time for me and my daughter. That's weird, right?
I'm not here to say what's weird and what's not weird.
Okay.
Your
eyes are telling me it's weird. That's all. I just need the
books have been written about bonding and it's beautiful and all that stuff.
It's weird. And when do the baths with my son stop? He's 4 years and change. About now?
Like 2 years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
No.
You fucking molester.
Okay.
Does he enjoy them?
Well, that's not the question. He enjoys a lot of things that will be taken away from him.
I don't know. I've never.
Like cocaine?
It was a century ago when I had giving baths, and to be honest,
Are you giving your 4-year-old son hash brownies too? You want to try putting a little amphetamines in his smoothie?
Well, that's not the question. He enjoys a lot of things that will be taken away from him.
I don't know.
Ben has a different kind of green juice he brings to school.
I'm not
shaking his head.
It was a century ago when I was giving baths,
and just put in the comments section, what do you think about this duo of guys talking about spending 5 minutes talking about bathing with little children? Let me know.
Baths with my son stop. He's 4 years and change. About now?
Like 2 years ago.
Oh,
like 2 years ago.
All right.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Does he enjoy them?
Well, that's not the question. He enjoys a lot of things that will be taken away from him.
I don't know. I've never.
I'm not shaking his head.
It was a century ago when I was giving baths, and to be honest, truth be told,
you never gave a bath, did you?
Yes. Kelly gave the bath.
Yes.
She did all that stuff.
Yes.
I would come in at night and rile them up and really tick her
rile them up.
Yeah,
you come over and rile my kids up.
I do.
Yeah, you do, actually.
I do.
Can't believe my crop.
Isn't that nice?
Very exciting.
Listen, speaking of St. Louis,
yes,
a new study reveals the most picturesque national parks in America. Number one, the Gateway Arch National Park is America's most Instagrammable park. New research has revealed.
Wow. People don't realize the arch, which is the
gateway
sculpture that is on top of that park, that is the most Instagrammable park.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. It's 60 stories high. People don't realize how tall it is, that it's way taller than the Statue of Liberty. It is a sculpture. It's beautiful. The lack of understanding about what it is is...
Did you take field trips there?
We did. Yeah, we went up to the top. Maybe that's where we saw it.
Yes, there's a museum. Could have been. There's a museum underneath.
Yeah.
And then you take that
take those little eggs that kind of
like
go
a washing
like
machine.
Yes, it is like a washing machine.
It's a little terrifying. It's a little terrifying.
It's a little. I hate to say it, like the Titanic submarine.
It is.
That's what it feels like in there.
And then without the disaster. And when you get up there, I remember the windows were this thick. Was that?
Yes.
They were.
And they're really thin. And you're like, okay, it's the Midwest. That's what I'm looking at. But it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
It was hot last night.
Yeah.
It's hot right now.
Last night.
It's getting hotter.
Yeah. After that party, I went downtown.
I've been to the arch, and it's almost like walking up steps. That's how they have this machine that was state of the art back in like 1920 or 30 or whatever. But essentially, imagine a bunch of steps. But instead of like your feet going up and down, like this is how your feet would go. They just kind of like the arch. You get into this it's like this little I don't know. It's like a thing you would go in, like a capsule. Not a capsule. It's just like a regular cart that you would go on like on a ski hill or something. But there's a couch on the left, a couch on the right. 3 people can fit and then you're facing each other, and then the machine starts and it goes up and it goes zzz, and then it goes zzz, zzz, and then it goes up and then it goes up and right and up and right, and that's how it goes. But it's like really shaky, and then it goes up and it's really loud and really shaky, and it does that, you know, for about like 5 minutes before you get to the top. And then it's like only like 4 feet tall, so you got to crouch down, you can't hit your head, the windows are really small, and you're kind of like crouching, and then you kind of look out and you say, oh look, there's water. And it's very uncomfortable. It's like they cram 10 people in, and you get to look out these little windows that are smaller than airplane windows. And then you walk to the other end, and then you go back down, and you pray that these 100-year-old machines don't fail. But back then, that was state of the art. And that's my St. Louis story, and I never go back. Toasted ravioli. That's all you got for me? And some weird fucking white cheese? No, thank you. Their own unique cheese. Yeah.
But it's worth it.
You know who else has their own?
Definitely worth it.
It was hot last night.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It was so
last
hot.
night.
It was so hot.
hotter.
Yeah.
You know who else has their own unique white cheese?
And I was going to
The person who made
eat
Andy Cohen's
outside.
jacket.
We ate outside last night.
Right. And then I got there and I was like, oh, this is a very bad idea.
It was, yeah.
It's steamy.
Really steamy. There we go right now. It's very, look, it's only 81 degrees.
Right.
But it feels like
soup.
Like a
What do you
sauna.
think of those super thin, tall buildings? Do they not terrify you?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It scares me just to look at those buildings.
We live near the park, so we
Right.
go and look down towards that. And I don't know, people are mixed about those buildings with the skyline.
I'm not mixed. I dislike.
Yeah. I love you, Andy. They built a condominium, condos at the old St. Vincent Hospital.
Yes.
The old St. Vincent
I
Hospital.
went on a run about them for
And they were building, it was a famous hospital downtown in the West Village, or the
Yes,
Greenwich
yes,
Village. And
West
Andy
Village.
would go by there every single day and Instagram. He goes, "This is terrible.
I know.
This is horrible."
I know.
Did they ever reach out to you?
No, they didn't. But I know someone who lives there, and he said to me years later, "Boy, you really hate my building, don't you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I know. I'm
I
calmed
went
down
to
about
that
it.
hospital once.
You did?
I went to the emergency room there once.
Really?
Before, yeah.
It was rough.
It was, It
Yeah.
was. I wanted to get out of there really quick.
What was your ailment?
I
out of
was on
curiosity?
stage. I was doing a play.
Okay.
And I had been sick all day,
Okay.
with extreme stomach issues.
Okay.
And I said, I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I went on stage, and after the first act, I couldn't move. I went down on the ground.
Wow.
And I remember the stage manager yelling out, "Is there a doctor in the house?"
Wow, it happened.
It happened.
For real. And was there a doctor in the house?
No.
No, you wound up in that janky emergency
They
room.
put me in one of those chairs and took me down the steps, because we were like a third floor walk up. It was a small theater. And I went to say, but they fixed me. They didn't know what was going on.
What was the play,
by
by the way?
A Boy's Life, I think, or This
Right.
Boy's Life.
Wow.
Howard Quarter, I think is. I mean, I'm butchering the title, but I was fantastic in it.
No doubt.
Hey, I've got one more thing for you.
Okay.
I've got one more crop top
This
for you.
is my lucky. I'm so glad I came
Listen, if you
uptown
come
today.
If you come here, I've got the ultimate crop top for you.
Oh my God. And all my
All my children.
I really have to get my abs together for all these crop tops. I'm leaving with 3 crop tops today. I'm stealing a mug.
I have a surprise for you at
Okay.
the end of the show.
Okay.
That we're going to tease throughout.
Okay.
Just a little surprise.
Wow. Is it a gift?
Yeah.
Is it another crop top?
No.
Okay. Great.
No.
Okay.
Hey, listen, you did Kelly's podcast, yeah?
Yes,
You
I
were
did.
Fantastic.
I
on
loved it.
Has it come out yet?
Yes, it did come out. And as a matter of fact, when I went to do the podcast, she knows I love snacks. And we taped it at your house. She set up bowls of snacks for me. Now, unfortunately, if you put snacks in front of me, I will eat them all. What I did was I ate the entire podcast, and I got so many people on social media
You're
saying,
chewing.
"Shut your mouth." This was,
Chewing.
so
Yeah.
it's a little. It might be
Yeah,
a
but-
rough listen. I have to say.
No, and I
Terrible
snuck up there.
production
I
by the
laid on
Ripper
Michael's bed
Production
also, 'cause
Company.
it-
Yeah.
No
Michael's
surprise
old
there.
bedroom.
Yeah,
So I
What a
I thought
shot.
it was really,
it was really fun.
But the snack scene at our house is good. We have
Yeah, oh, you have the best snacks.
good snacks.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Seth Meyers' episode dropped yesterday. It's really,
Oh,
really
great.
good. Also,
It's really, really
Kelly's
good.
show,
It's
Generation
really, really good.
Gap.
It's the
Love
best. It's the
Generation Gap.
greatest.
It's back.
Generation Gap. Yes. My wife is hosting the show, and that's really, really good.
Her Joe Rippa's on the show.
Oh, that's
And
great.
It's so great. It's the best.
Breakout
It's
star.
great.
Breakout star.
He's breakout star. He's
And he
great. He's
says, you
best.
don't say
Jeez.
thank you.
The
and
boy who
thank
cried
yous.
wolf.
If you're a breakout star, you say thank you and money. He
Your-
wants a raise.
Your compliments have no value to
He's a
them.
union guy. He wants a raise.
Okay.
He wants a raise.
Because you kiss too
We
much
have a huge
ass.
show today. We have Ashley Graham. Super
She's so great. She's so great. She's the best.
Here. Yeah.
And Monica Mangin continues with another day of Beat the Heat bargains, all for 50% off. All right, you know what time it is?
Is it time for Lives Brighten Your Day trivia? From New York. Is he anybody?
And yeah, I am seeing someone. I'm dating your bathtub because it smells like molestation. Yeah, I'm dating your bathtub because it smells like guilty. Yeah, I'm seeing someone, Andy. I'm seeing your bathtub because it smells like jail time. There you go. Because it smells like jail time. All right, I'm gonna do this whole episode again.
From New York. Is he seeing anybody?
All right, let's say hello to Patty Moreno from Lindenhurst, New York, who watches the show on WABC. Hey there, Patty. How are you?
Hi, Andy Cohen, I love you.
I love you, Patty.
Mark, I love you too.
Thank you so much. You know how we play this game, right? It's taking a turn, this game.
I'm very
Okay.
excited. I want to win.
Okay,
boy,
well,
Patty.
You know, my whole position on this game is when it was Kelly and Ryan, they just gave the mugs away.
Right.
And my position is that there are no participation trophies in life.
Yes. Oh, I agree with you.
So we're gonna try. All right.
You
so
know
we're
what? I agree with you, Mark, but
Good.
I'm going to trick you anyway.
Okay. It's on. You have given us two statements. One is true, one is false. We have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump us, you will win this.
Wow.
What's
What's the retail value of that mug, Gelman? A lot.
Shut it down.
Okay.
Invaluable.
Yes.
All right, here's your first statement.
Priceless. Another full. Gelman's so full of shit. Just fucking say it's for sale in the gift shop for like $29.99. Oh, it's priceless. Just he can't even. He's so addicted to money. He can't even risk losing fucking like if he says that he might lose like 800. Like he might lose $1,800 that year in revenue. Give me a break.
Once sat on a camel that stood up as I took a photo. Or I was an extra on a television show as a child. All right, let's
Okay, that's a lie.
get into it. Which show were you an extra on?
Okay, my first impression guess, and don't put in the comments this time. Can you put the other one up, please?
The Brady Bunch.
You're full of shit. Yo, can you put the other one up here, please?
It's the camel. Yes, I
Jesus Christ, was fucking Michael Consuelo's fucking in the back working? I'm gonna say it wasn't extra on a TV show as a child was a lie. She sat on a camel that stood up as she took a photo. That's the truth. And I'm probably wrong. Or am I? Maybe I'm just saying that the
All right, let's get into it. Which show were you an extra on?
The Brady Bunch.
It's the camel.
Yes, I
I'm not an extra on the Brady Bunch. Patty Patty, we're New Yorkers. Which episode of the Brady Bunch, Patty?
It was the ice cream scene where Alice Brady was trying to get Marsha to lose weight, and I was sitting in like the ice cream shop in the background. I didn't have the speaking part.
She's very convincing. Okay.
Wait a minute, though. Let me ask you a question. Who's Alice Brady? Because fucking Mike Brady was married to Carol Brady. Alice was the housekeeper, but Alice's last name was not Brady. So is she saying that on purpose to throw us off, or is she just got her facts wrong, but it's still the truth, or is that a clue that she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about? Because last time I checked, the maid's last name was not Alice. The maid's last name was Cohen. Alice Cohen. And she had a young son with Sam, the butcher, who they named Andy. And he moved to St. Louis and started molesting young boys in his bathtub.
I remember that episode.
Tell us about the camel. Where were you with this camel?
In Israel.
Watch when she says Alice Brady. See what the looks on their face are. They're not even phased. They're not even paying attention.
Trying to get Marsha to lose weight, and I was sitting in like the ice cream shop in the background. I didn't have.
She didn't say Alice Brady. They're too busy thinking about that HGTV house that they fucked up on buying. They just lost out on like $50 million over the next 20 years.
New Yorkers. Which episode of the Brady Bunch, Patty?
It was the ice cream scene where Alice Brady was trying to get Marsha to lose weight, and I was sitting in like the ice cream shop in the background. I didn't have the speaking part.
She's very convincing. Okay, I remember that episode.
Tell us about the camel. Where were you with this camel?
In Israel.
Okay.
And the break. So, did you live in California when you were little?
No, what happened was my mom got me involved in being an extra as a child.
Right.
And she applied for that, and they took me, and we flew out there, and woohoo!
You flew out to be an extra.
Yes.
How old are you roughly?
How old am I now or then?
Now.
Now I'm 62.
No. She was not an extra. She would be too young.
Wait, that was a good question.
Yeah.
She said 5'2",
She said 5'2".
You said 52?
It's the camel.
Yes, I'm 62.
Okay, first
so
of all, don't make the guess yet. Hold on. Because, well, I mean, think about this. If the episode was like in 1970, I mean, that means she would have been born in like 1971. And the show ran from 69 to like 76. So you're telling me that they flew a 5-year-old girl out from New York all the way to LA just for a non-speaking extra role in a television show? Like that doesn't make sense. Like you guys would end up losing money. You would, I mean, the amount of money you would spend on transportation compared to the amount of money you probably got paid. I mean, you might have gotten paid like what, $50 to be an extra, and it must have cost you like $200 to fly. Like, you know what I mean? Like you probably got paid $30 or $40. So you lost money, flew all the way across the country to be on a show for one scene that you didn't even speak in. Did you really think that was going to like break your career? And first of all, I don't see any LA studio looking at some girl in New York across the country, some 5-year-old girl, and saying, this girl's got the chops. We need her to be girl number 3 in the ice cream shop scene. I know she's only going to be on camera for like 4 seconds, but we need her or else we might get canceled. Like the only reason they're going to fly some 5-year-old girl from New York to LA is to be a star, not to be an extra with no lines in the middle of a TV show. That it has to be so wrong. If that's the truth, then I guess me and Andy Cohen are going to open up our own Turkish bathhouse for children and minorities. I'm going to say, what did I say at the beginning? Was an extra on a TV show as a child was the lie, and this was the truth. Well, guess what? My first impression seems like it's going to be right, and I'm going to stick with that. And I'm going to say it's true that you sat on a camel that stood up as you took it, because the extra stuff, it ain't working out. She's 52. She should have said she was 63. I mean, Marsha, because what? If you're going to be, look, back then they would have cast an extra that would have been the same age as the girl in the scene. So if Marsha, see, the thing is, in like 19, when this girl is 52, so when this girl, let's say it was 76, that means the girl was 5 years old, but the character of Marsha was like 16. because she was like 11 and 69. She would have been like 16 or 17. So why is a 16 or 17-year-old going to an ice cream shop? And why is Alice trying to convince her to lose weight? She ain't going to convince no 16-year-old. Marsha's probably going to slap Alice in the face, kick her in the cunt, and fucking tell her to go run off with Sam and leave us alone already. She's probably sleeping with Sam on the side at that point. The only way you're going to that a script is going to have Alice trying to convince some young girl to lose weight is had to be like season 1 or 2 and Marsha's like 11 or 12. And at that point, this girl on the line, the 52-year-old who's not really, well, she's probably 52. She messed up on that. She wasn't even born yet. Unless she was like 1 year old or something. Possibly, I'll be generous and say 2 years old, but she's 1 or 2 years old, and they flew out a little 1 or 2-year-old baby all the way across the country to be an extra for 5 seconds with no lines. That doesn't make sense. Let them know. You guys are like perfect strangers. You guys are the new Larry and Balky.
That's a good question.
I want to see your little
5'2",
dance.
You said 5'2".
You said 52?
It's the camel.
Okay, relax, Andy.
Yes, I'm 62.
Okay, so we're saying you want to go with the camel?
I think it has to be the
All right.
camel.
All right.
Logically. Also, don't remember that episode. And also, it's not Alice Brady. She wasn't a member of the family. But not that matters.
All right, here we go. We think the true statement is that you sat on a camel.
Okay, I didn't win the mug. Now I have to win the prize.
Yeah, kiss on lips, kiss on. Oh, damn it.
Still have a chance to win a great prize. Deja. What's she playing for? Ooh. Trip for 2 to the Oyster Bay Beach Resort in St. Martin, 7 days, 6 nights. Includes all meals, 2 spa treatments, value, Patty, sit down, $7,000. You have 20 seconds. And only one guess, Patty. This is it.
All right, here we go, Patty. You didn't win the mug, but we want you to win this. On yesterday's show, in what country did we say the new real cheeseburger is being sold?
The new real cheese.
Thailand. It's being served in Thailand. It's 20 pieces of processed American congealed cheese on a soft enriched white flour bun for the American value of $7. And apparently it's good enough to make Kelly Ripa shitstorm inside a toilet at a salon that dyes her roots blonde and gets rid of the gray. I mean, I bet she didn't even have to get her hair dyed today, but she knew she had to take a righteous shit, and there's no way she was blowing up her own bathroom, because this is that like 1 out of every 5 years where you have that exceptional toilet, that shit where like the toilet might break and you might actually, the funk might like linger into the pantry. All of a sudden, like Lola's eating like fucking cheddar goldfish and fucking Pepperidge Farm cookies and being like, why does this taste like my boyfriend's balls? And it's like, no, it's your mom's stinky ass because of the fucking cheese. It's Thailand fast food. It's not balls. But why does your boyfriend's balls smell like Thailand fast food? It's one of those. So she said, you know what? I'm going to have to move up my appointment 6 weeks. I'm going to go get my hair dyed tomorrow so I could blow up your bathroom. And by the way, I'm bringing my own fluffy 4-ply toilet paper, Egyptian cotton lace toilet paper that smells like lavender and Mark. Okay, it's a specific brand. It's Cohen. It's lavender. It's Andy Cohen scented toilet paper. Smells like toasted ravioli, because I'm not using that big old dumpster fire, that 1-ply Metro Union Station toilet paper that you guys provide. So dye my roots. I'll blow up your toilet. I'll tip you $20, and then I'll act like I'm sitting, go walk down Manhattan acting like I'm 18 again. Kelly forever wants to look 18. That's why she doesn't get any boob implants. That's why she keeps on dyeing her hair. And this guy likes when she wears her little Catholic girl school outfit. I bet you she's got a Catholic. How much you want to bet? Put in the comment section. Do you think, and I'll make a poll on my Twitter account, and I'll put the link right there. Right there. I crush you. I crush your head. Crush you. I crush your head. And I look at your head. I see you and I crush your head. Crush your head. Anyways, yeah. I bet you somewhere in her closet, they might even have a safe where it's locked up, but she has a Catholic grade school, a girls' Catholic school outfit with the plaid skirt and the knee-high white socks. And he demands that of her. Don't you ever get breast implants. Don't you dare look like you're over 20. You're going to look like a teenager forever. And this guy wants to be Eric Estrada so bad. Ugh.
You didn't win the mug, but we want you to win this. On yesterday's show, in what country did we say the new real cheeseburger is being sold?
Thailand.
The new real cheeseburger is being sold in Thailand.
Oh my God, Andy. Gosh, you okay? Want to go to the disco? Holy shit.
Located on the colorful, cultural Caribbean island of Dutch St. Martin, Oyster Bay is a secluded tropical hideaway nestled on its own peninsula between beautiful Don Beach and Oyster Pond. Guests will enjoy spacious accommodation, a large infinity-edge swimming pool, lavish dining, full-service spa, and more. Your prize is valued at approximately $7,100.
Hey, Patty, you bet you're asking your age, Patty.
Yeah, but no, it was a
I had to crack the case.
Jermaine, that question.
Enjoy St. Martin.
Yeah. And,
I will, and thank you.
Hey, coming up next, Ashley Graham, stick around.
Still ahead on Live from Survival of the Thickest, Michelle Buteau. More Beat the Heat bargains, all for 50% off. And coming up next, Ashley Graham.
My late father-in-law lit up a room,
But his vision died when he saw my grandfather naked in Andy Cohen's bathtub.
Because the weather is always changing. Pellis fiberglass is the strongest.
Of course, Ashley Graham's going to look good because she has 20 pounds of makeup on. You know, they say you can get away with wearing 10% of makeup. You could wear 10% of your body weight in makeup.
This today and get 0% financing until 2025.
Once you go over 10%, that's when you start to look like a night walker in New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey. They call them the Newark night walkers. Once you wear more than 10% of your body weight in makeup, that's where people start asking you for favors in the backseat of their car, and they give you $10 in a gift certificate to an expired coupon to Sizzler. That's what they do.
on tomorrow's show, Michael Bolton will perform.
And Jenny Mullins, she's so funny.
She's really
She's so funny. She's the best. She's so great.
The gift that I'm going to give you at the end of the show is all my children related. Just so you know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and we're going to tease it again after this.
Prop.
Maybe more than a prop.
The book.
Maybe more than a book. She's a true trailblazer in the modeling industry. Now she'll be taking over your screens as the host of the new competition series, Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge. Please welcome back the multi-talented Ashley Graham.
What a nice familiar face, new face.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Yes, we have. I love her. I'm a
Haven't seen you
fan.
in so long, Andy.
Yes, she has. And a lot has changed.
We have both had a lot of children.
Yes, we have. Well, 3. I thought I was in the weeds. How's everybody doing?
Everybody's good. I'm okay too. Thanks for asking.
Yes, okay.
You have twins?
Yes, I have one that's 3.5, and then I have twins
8
that
months.
are 1. Oh wait, oldest is 3.5. The twins are 1.5.
Oh, you are in it.
We're in it.
Twins. Okay, so have the twins started talking at all?
One twin is talking. The other
A
one is
girl.
just no. I have all boys.
Oh, you do?
I have all boys. Yes, and I love it. I am the mom who gets dirty. I'm on the floor. Like
Yeah.
we go outside. We moved to Jersey. You know, we had to get out of the city. I was
Yeah.
looking for parents of 3 kids
Yeah.
in Brooklyn, everywhere, and I could not find them. And I was like, I think we're gonna have to go to the burbs.
Yes.
And I'm so glad we did.
And you found that?
Yeah.
Yes, I love it
You're
so much.
originally from Nebraska.
Yes, I am.
Have you been back recently?
Okay, Nebraska, let's go. Yeah, we go back every year. So I love Nebraska. It's just one of those places that's just like wholesome. It's where I went to high school. My
You
mom,
work on
my
a farm?
sisters, my grandfather had a farm and my uncle has a farm. So my mom works on a farm. So she put the like hardworking ethics in
Sure.
us 100%. But I mean, wow. Kudos to every farmer. They work so hard.
And you guys were into sweet corn?
Yes, my uncle has sweet corn during season. But his one rule is if you're going to come and get sweet corn at his farm, you have to pick it. He's like, come and earn that sweet corn.
Now, I had a cousin that did that once, and it's really hard work.
Yes.
You have to like do something with the
corn in general is hard. I mean, you have to literally, you have to pluck it off of, you know, the vines and stuff. Oh, no.
Stalk. It's a stalk.
Not a farmer.
Not a farmer.
Pretty nice. Moving on.
It just goes to show. See how fucking phony people are on TV? She's like, oh, I know everything about farms. My grandfather had a farm. My uncle had a farm. My mom grew up on a farm. And I grew up with that ethic, work ethic instilled in me. And I know all this stuff about farming. And then you but you have to go work for your corn. So if you want corn, you have to like go walk out and pick it off. Yeah, you pick it off a vine, and then you have to ferment it, and you put it in a boot, and you drink it in Germany. And then after you turn it into gasoline, you dump it into Andy Cohen's bathtub, and you throw his children in there and get naked with them, and you play Find the Rubber Ducky. That's just a Nebraska way of life. Come on.
Vines and stuff. Oh, no. Stop. Thank you. Not a farmer.
Not a farmer.
Pretty face. Moving on.
Who said that?
Let's talk modeling. You recently
Take the makeup off and let's see that pretty face.
Yes, I did. It was so fun. I mean, being on the runway is
no
fun.
thank you.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity to just showcase all these curves and also to talk about designers that are dressing curvy women, because you just don't see enough curvy girls on the runway still. It's the problem.
And listen, we have to take a break. But when we come back, more with Ashley. She's going to tell us about Barbie.
You know why? Because overweight girls don't buy tight forming size 2 dresses. They buy muumuus.
More with Ashley. She's going to tell us about Barbie.
Still alive. Don't miss it when we surprise Edie with someone from one of his favorite obsessions.
Look who decided to go. Has there been another murder? We got a whole lot of people to talk to. What's your name? You fine as hell.
Travis. Everyone here had a motive.
We all have our secrets.
This looks delicious.
That's potpourri. Bon appetit.
The After Party. New season. Only on Apple TV Plus. Price pinch. Give it the hammer. Workload overload. Give it the hammer. When times get tough, the tough. Give it the hammer. Arm & Hammer. More power to you.
These hands.
It jumps out at me.
And 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 and buy.
Today.
So we're in the family room, and we just got this
1962 original Barbie Dream House.
Yes.
No pressure.
This is a huge deal. This Barbie Dream House is over 60 years old, and it's the only one that Mattel has in their possession. And they're letting us borrow it, so we really have to take care of this.
So what are you taking from this house and bringing into this space?
All of it, really. I mean, the thing that jumps out at me are the walls. Nothing's neutral.
Right.
Nothing
is neutral here.
No. In the 60s, everything had some color. There was a lot of like mixed patterns. So, I mean, this sofa is just so quintessential 60s. I feel like we have to remake this.
I know it.
That was a tip for the new competition series Barbie Dream House Challenge, hosted by Ashley.
Do you have a special connection to Barbie? Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, first of all, I played with Barbie growing up.
Yep.
And then in 2016, I had the honor of having Mattel call me and say that they wanted to make a Barbie in the Ashley Graham likeness.
Amazing.
And immediately I said yes, but I thought thick thighs, they have to touch, we need lower belly fat, I want round arms. Like, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it.
Do it.
And they did everything. The one thing I asked for was cellulite, and I didn't get it because it looked a little bit strange, I guess.
Okay.
But that's okay. We can draw it on. That's okay. Yeah.
From that to the Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge, tell me about the show.
So my Barbie and I got to go on HGTV's Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge, and you get all the all-stars from HGTV and one person from the Food Network. And it was so much fun because they have transformed this normal suburban home into every era of Barbie. 90s, past, present, future, 80s. It's phenomenal, like walking into each room.
Where is the house?
It's somewhere in the outskirts of Los Angeles.
And someone's going to actually get to live there when this is all done.
There's a fan with every group, and that fan is actually like the Barbie fan that helps them make sure every detail is perfect. And then that fan gets to stay in the house for like a week or something with their friends.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Party time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you. And next Sunday.
Yes, Ashley Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge premieres this Sunday on HGTV. Next, Beat the Heat Bargain. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow on Live, a performance by Michael Bolton.
A lot of people need to replace their windows or patio doors, but they put it off because they think it'll be too expensive. Hi, I'm Ann Romer. I'm here with Michael Smith from Renewal by Anderson. You really work with the company.
So glad Kelly's not here. We'd be going home.
Today, tomorrow, all of our Barbies are at least 50% off. And you can simply point. Have you done this? Point your smartphone camera at the QR code in the corner.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's really fun. Do that.
Same thing as last episode. I can't air this because I don't trust it. But hey, put in the comments what you like. Maybe I'll buy it for you. Except for
Today,
you.
tomorrow, all of our Barbies are at least 50% off. And you can simply point. Have you done shopping with Monica Mangin?
Yeah.
is glowing. She is 101.
With new Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash, 95% of women have visibly better skin. My skin is so much more moisturized. See the difference with Olay. Welcome to Blue Buffalo's One Taste is all it takes.
She won't eat anything she doesn't want to eat. There's no faking it with her.
We sent you Blue Tasteful's dry food.
She loved it.
What's for dinner tonight?
It's Tastefuls from Blue Buffalo for this little girl.
Pick a Blue Tastefuls today.
Good morning, America. It's the 28th year, and the Black Women's Expo.
Built in the USA sofa for just $4.49, and this modern rustic twin bed for just $2.99. You know what you want, so you. At healthydrivenchicago.com.
Welcome back. Before we move on, so the gift, the clue, the surprise for you, it's a person. It's an all my children person.
Are you?
Oh my gosh! Is it? Can I bathe with them? Is it Susan? Is it a blow up doll with Susan Lucci with a wiener so I could bathe with it? Is it Susan Lucci herself? Will she put a strap on and bathe with me in my bathtub with my son? Can I use her to teach him anatomy?
Kidding? I'm not kidding you. You have to stick around to the end of the show to see it. All right. Yes. What? Did you say Tad?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. She's a stand-up comedian, a writer, an actor, a podcast host, and we're so excited to have her here. Please welcome Michelle Buteau.
Why isn't she a plus size model? Ashley Grant just got through saying how there's not enough plus size women modeling. She's not buying the size 27 couture Gucci dresses from Milan.
Goodness, my twins are wonderful.
Are they terrorists?
Oh my god, they're so
Both
cute.
have 4.5-year-olds.
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of insane. I'm trying to figure out what they want.
Boys, wait, so are
Boy,
they?
girl, till
Okay.
they tell me otherwise. I am inclusive.
Right.
Okay.
That's so funny. You're so
People who ask me
funny.
what it's like to have twins, I'm like, it's like a car alarm going off, but just with their voices.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to dress two emotional, rotisserie chickens that look like my mom. It's
Is it
insane.
getting them dressed a form of hell that you never have experienced?
Look, I like to be on time. I'm always late. One of my single friends that don't even have a plant, they're like, I'm so tired. I'm like,
Right.
are you?
Right.
It's not a competition, but I win, okay?
Right. So you spent the beginning of the summer in the Netherlands.
Yes,
What's
because my
it like?
husband's Dutch. And the Netherlands
Dutch.
is actually Holland. I didn't know that. It's got so many names.
And you're wearing the colors.
I am wearing the colors. Orange.
You
Yes.
play in the Netherlands.
You know what? That's a good question. Did you talk to my mother-in-law before
I
I came here?
did, but I'm wondering.
You know, it's interesting because people are like, is she okay? I'm like, yeah.
They must like big girls in Holland. Look, here's the deal. It's so funny because in England, they speak English. In America, they speak English, not American. Right? In Canada, they don't speak Canadian. They speak English. In Spain, they speak Spanish. But in Mexico, they speak Spanish, not Mexican. In Germany, they speak German. In Swedish, in Sweden, they speak Swedish. And, you know what I mean? And, what's the other ones? In Norway, they speak Norwegian. In Japan, they speak Japanese. In China, they speak Chinese. You kind of get in there. But for some reason, Holland is interesting because the Netherlands is Holland and Holland is the Netherlands, but they speak Dutch, which doesn't sound like Netherlands or Holland. And the biggest place you go to is Amsterdam. They got wooden shoes and prostitutes, drugs galore. They got weed, wooden shoes, windmills, prostitutes, lots of pretty flowers, but no recollection of how to properly join their language and their country name and no one can agree on their name. Like, are we the United States or are we America? They're Holland, they're the Netherlands. I don't get it. If you know it, can you put it in the comments, please? Except for you, Joe.
My husband's Dutch, and the Netherlands is actually Holland. I didn't know that. It's got so many names.
Just imagine if you didn't have any money.
How do you play in the Netherlands?
You know what? That's a good question. Did you talk to my mother-in-law before I
did it, but I'm wondering.
You know, it's interesting because people are like, "Is she okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just happy." That's all it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you speak Dutch?
you know, I can. My conversational Dutch is real good in a bar.
Like
It's
really?
guttural,
It's
yes.
guttural, yeah?
My husband's name is Gijs. Sorry for me.
Is he-
Arguing with
is
someone
he
named
a-
Gijs is a lot.
Is he a Van something? Does he have the Van with his last name?
Oh yes,
Ooh, he's
it's
fancy.
Gijs Vandermoos. Yes,
Ooh,
honey.
wow.
Oh, yes. Did you marry him so he could get a green card? And in exchange, he would use his father's wealth to pay for your comedy career?
Does he have the Van with his last name?
Oh yes,
Ooh, he's
it's
fancy.
Gijs Vandermoos. Yes,
Ooh,
honey.
wow.
It's special.
Wow.
Yeah. So my big Dutch line is twee witte wijn alsjeblieft, which just means 2 white wines. Thank you so much.
Keep it going.
All the moms are clapping. All the moms are clapping. They get it.
Two of them. Yeah, yeah.
Two, because I don't want to have to keep getting up.
Yeah, of course, I understand.
Yes.
And the pour's a little lighter there, let's be frank.
It is. I
Yeah.
need a good 9-ounce airport pour. Okay?
Yes, exactly.
Real housewives pour.
Yes, a
Yes,
housewife
You
size
started
pour.
doing stand-up in a laundromat?
I mean, no, like, look, I
You
started doing stand-up in a lot of different places.
Okay,
But we can
okay.
start that rumor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, when you first start stand-up, you're just going to go anywhere that you can get stage time, even though there's no stage. And so I've done a strip club. I mean, I kept my clothes on. I did the warm-up.
Right.
Stand-up. I love that everyone looked confused. It's okay. The laundromat, yes, because I think
That's
a lot
hilarious.
of comedy
I wanna- hold
producers
on.
just find
Can I hear that
places where
joke
people
again?
have to spend.
I want to hear that joke again. I did stand up at a strip club, but I had my clothes on. It's okay. This is hilarious. I want to know why I should pay
And
money
so-
to see you. Watch this one again. This is like her best joke ever.
Oh, I've done.
It's so funny.
I've done a strip club. I mean, I kept my clothes on. I did
Hold
the
on,
warm
I
up.
gotta do this the right way. As she kept her clothes on, because I thought you were naked doing stand up in a strip club. Because it's a strip club. Get the joke?
Like, look, I started doing stand up in a lot of different places.
Okay,
We can
okay.
start that rumor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, when you first start stand up, you're just going to go anywhere that you can get stage time, even though there's no stage. And so I've done a strip club. I mean, I kept my clothes on. I did the warm up.
Right.
Stand up. I love that everyone looked confused. It's okay. The laundromat, yes, because I think
I
a
love
lot
it. I love it. She goes, I did stand up at a strip. And what makes it funny is that she prefaces it by saying the word honey. Honey, and she says it like a 1970s ethnic grandmother. Like honey from the South. She sounds like a Southern lady from 1962. Instead of, because look, if she goes look how I say it. I did stand up at a strip club. Not funny, but if she goes, honey, I done stand up at a strip club. Right there, I'm already laughing. It's just the presentation. It's on the presentation. And then she says, oh, I had my clothes on because I know you're thinking of me naked. Because that's funny, me naked. And then she goes, it's okay. Who's okay? Who are you talking to? This is one more time. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to subscribe to all of her channels and follow her on all of her media.
different places.
Okay.
What's her name? I don't know. I forget. I'll figure it out
Start
later.
that rumor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, when you first start stand up, you're just going to go anywhere that you can get stage time, even though there's no stage. And so I've done a strip club. I mean, I kept my clothes on. I did the warm up.
Right.
Stand up. I love that everyone looked confused. It's okay. The laundromat, yes, because I think a lot of comedy producers just find places where people have to spend a long amount of time.
Okay.
And so while you're folding your laundry, I'm going to tell you some new
You can
jokes.
try some material.
Yes.
How did you play in a laundromat?
I couldn't hear myself. Yeah, right. Okay. You know,
Will
You're
take a
funny.
break,
You're so
all right?
great.
Yes.
You're the best. Yes. Hide your belly button. Yeah. You slay, queen. You slay.
With someone you'll never see coming. And now please welcome.
Maybe they should investigate her marriage. You see the movie Green Card with Andy McDowell and Gerard Depardieu? Maybe it's like that. I'm just joking. This is This is a comedy submission for a showcase that Andy Cohen is producing. This is for my reel.
They're tested for
This is all
minus 40
performing
degrees
arts
Fahrenheit up to
and entertainment. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to all my channels. Go on my Twitch and look for me. If you find me, tell me. I've been searching for myself for a while now. It's a joke. I'm going to go do it in a strip club, but I'm going to take my clothes off and go in a bathtub with Andy Cohen's son.
Then William Stanford Davis joins the Tan family.
And play Find the Rubber Ducky. Squeak, squeak.
Then William Stanford Davis joins the Tan family. Next Cameron Hall.
today at 1 on ABC 7.
I'm Mavis Beaumont, and I have a passion for fashion. That's a little much. I'm overcompensating because I'm nervous.
I can slap you if you want.
What? No. That's a no, thank you.
I'm Bruce. Sign here, please.
Oh, an NDA? Whoa, that is so cool. I am
name's
so
Bruce Cohen.
adult. What is this, Beyonce's birthday party?
It's on Netflix. Starting anytime. This is based on your book. I remember talking to you when the book came out.
Yeah, it's so crazy. So I wrote this book, Survival of the Thickest Plus Size Essays in a Small-Minded World. Netflix optioned the book. We turned it into a beautiful 8-episode order. And I did everything I wanted to do. It's got body positivity, inclusiveness. We have trans actors, non-binary actors, and royalty.
Garcelle Beauvais.
Yes, Garcelle, Peppermint. Yes, the diversity is amazing.
When you were writing this book,
Yeah.
did you ever imagine when you were in the throes of the terror of writing a book that they would option a book and a show be made?
No, I just wanted to meet my deadline.
Right,
I brought the twins home from the hospital. I'm like, oh, I'll have time to write a book. I'm like, I don't have time to like wash my face.
Right.
And so I missed like 3 or 4 deadlines, which is so stressful because I got the check and I was like, I gotta write a book.
Right.
And my husband was just like, girl, you gotta stop talking about this. So he would throw me in a room, or like gently walk me in.
Is that what he said? Did he exactly say it like that? Your husband said, girl? I could see it now, like drunk history. I could see like this Dutch man with wooden shoes and like wearing overalls, holding a pitchfork saying, yes, girl, you need to. My husband was like, girl. Yeah, that's what Dutchmen say all the time. Girl, you need to go take that off and slay queen.
Book and a show be made.
Yes, girl, yes, welcome in. So girl, you need to slay queen.
Did you ever imagine when you were in the throes?
Girl, I was trying to meet a
deadline. They would option a book and a show be made.
No, I just wanted to meet my deadline.
Right.
I brought the twins home from the hospital. I'm like, oh, I'll have time to write a book. I'm like, I don't have time to like wash my face.
Right.
And so I missed like 3 or 4 deadlines, which is so stressful because I got the check and I was like, I gotta write a book.
Right.
And my husband was just like, girl, you gotta stop talking about this. So he would throw me in a room, or like gently walk me in.
Oh, so funny. You're so bad. You're so funny.
You're like a well-made bra, uplifting.
Oh God, you're gonna
He
be
would
a
just
star.
say, babe, just write, don't worry about us. I got the kids. I will feed them. We'll be okay. And so every night I would just like write till I fell asleep. I wasn't like on a typewriter. I'm like, oh, how did he do it? You know what I mean? But it felt like that. It was so stressful.
Your character's a stylist. Is that something that you ever envisioned being yourself?
I mean, I wish. I feel like as a plus-size teenager, I had to become my own stylist because I didn't have options.
Yeah.
And so being a stylist was like the perfect parallel to being a stand-up comedian because, when you have immigrant parents, like, they're like, is that a real job? It's like a proper New York hustle. Like one day you're working behind the Dwayne Reed, another day you're in Tribeca.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And also, to be honest, I just wanted money for the styling.
Yes,
I
girl.
wanted money
Yes,
for clothes.
Right.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's the second time you did that joke. You did the same bit. Wasn't funny the first time, and now you're getting up and then.
Just go to our website for all the details.
Doing the same thing. You didn't at least have 2 bits for commercial breaks. I'm starting to see why you had to go to Holland to find a man that would marry you. You had to find a European man in need of a green card and a desperacy to go to America to marry you. American men aren't going to marry that. They might fuck you, but they ain't marrying you. 3 dates max, and if the third date you're going to have to pay and tip.
Amazing care and
If she wanted to date me, I'd make her pay me. All of a sudden, I tell her I'm a gigolo, girl. Instead of OnlyFans, I'm on OnlyFunds.
You love all my children.
No one likes all my children except for me. Just kidding. JK. LOL. Love
Before
you.
call Chicagoland's number
Slay
one auto
queen.
insurance agency today.
Welcome back. Okay, it's time for my surprise. We know how much you love all my children, and you schooled us during that All My Children trivia game last time you were here on the show.
Yes.
So we thought we'd test your knowledge again with some clues about one of your favorite characters on the show.
Okay.
All right. Andy, do not answer until all 3 clues have been given out.
It's Kelly
Former
Ripa.
castmate, give us clue number 1.
I am as foxy as they come.
I'm as foxy as they come. Okay.
Okay. Clue number 2.
It's the doctor.
For Pete's sake, I'm falling on the sword for you.
Any idea?
For Pete's sake, I'm falling on the
Sword for you.
sword for you.
Any idea?
No.
Okay. Clue number 3.
Winner, winner. Chicken dinner.
Is it
Can he
Can you guess?
guess? Is
Gelman,
it
give me
Opal?
permission.
Come on out. Come on out.
Oh my God. It's you. Oh my gosh. Do you want to take a bath with me? It's really small. Me and my son barely fit in it. You're going to have to sit on top of
You
me.
guys have met before.
years ago? Didn't you come and pitch me once?
That's right, during Hurricane Sandy.
Wow.
You were in your pajamas.
I was?
Yes.
Wow.
Do you have any questions for Opal?
Well, yeah. Who are you
Or Jill?
in touch
Jill
with?
Larson?
Who are you in touch with from the show the most?
Katie McLean just
Yes.
did a one-woman show
Dixie.
down
Yes.
in Cape May.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And I speak to Michael from time to time, and
Yeah.
Julia.
Right.
Barb,
Yeah.
yes.
Brooke,
And Brooke, yes. And
you look like a million
She looks
bucks.
great.
You have not aged. No, I'm looking up close. I see a lot of skin up close. You look amazing.
well, thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
How many years were you on the show?
22.
Wow, and you replaced Dorothy Lyman, but you made it your
Right.
own.
I
You were
did.
so good.
Funny to tell you, and now that you are a Deadhead fan,
Yes.
Your wrinkles
The
are
Dead
so beautiful.
were huge fans
That's right.
of all my children.
Yes.
Are you
They came and toured the studio, and they gave me tickets to their show.
No.
So they weren't actual tickets. They said, just come to the back door.
Yeah.
And so a friend of mine and I went to the back door. And, oh, hi, come on in, come on in.
Yeah.
They unfolded 2 folding chairs and set them on the stage.
Oh my God, that's what a queen
Jill,
gets.
thank you so
We're gonna be right back.
Gosh, give me a hug. Don't leave me hanging. Gosh, I am like 2 inches away from your wrinkles, and your wrinkles look amazing.
What you're doing is not just
This is what your wrinkles on your face
If you
look like,
can't
and I'm going to
make
tell
up
you
your
they look
mind.
amazing. When someone like tells you constantly that you look so beautiful when you're 68 and you got like blatant wrinkles and cellulite and a mole, they're really lying to you. Sometimes less is more with the compliments, the superficiality. Let's put a plug in that butthole, would we? Right, Michael Jackson? Yes.
Qnol, the better CoQ10.
Hey, Andy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It
This was
so much
fun.
Listen, pick up Andy's book, Daddy Diaries.
Thank you
It's
very much.
amazing.
And watch the Real Housewives
Yes,
of New
you
York
take a bath with
premiere
them in that
Sunday
book?
night.
That's right. And tomorrow, Michael Bolton will be here.
Jenny Mullen.
And also more Beat the Heat bargains and a recipe for feel-good foodie.
Give him a kiss on the lips. Kiss him. All that teasing, you didn't even deliver. You know, after all that foreplay, I like a nice finish at the end. So much for a happy. You promised me a happy ending.
Financing until 2025.
After all after all those teasers, I like a happy ending. I'm filling the blanc, and you have not filled up my cup one bit.
Wake up with ABC7 Eyewitness News this morning. It's Thursday, July 13th, and The View starts live right now.
Fox News continues to learn that its election lies come with some serious legal consequences.
That audience, they just can't let it go. They have to, it's a giant monster that you have to feed.
All of the hot topics on your mind are on the table. It's a really bad look to hook up with someone's boyfriend.
It's like
in their own house.
In the McDonald's bathroom.
Plus, Geraldo Rivera. Here come Hot Topics with Whoopi, Sarah Hayes, Anna Navarro, Joy Behar.
This is for my whores. They're slamming all the doors. Well. I guess that's it for season 1, episode 64. Our archives episode from July 13th, 2023. Terrible job by Andy Cohen as guest host. The dude never shuts up. He doesn't even, no filter on the guy. Sometimes, I don't know. But you know what? When you're a man of a certain faith and you have people that, rich parents who know people, guess what? You get a job at CBS and then you get to produce shows and that's not a great idea, but we'll let you run with it. You never know, right? All right. Well, anyways, God bless you. Thank you for joining into the Christian hour of Catholic, Christian. No religious. This is the all religious views hour. Thank you for joining for our very Christian Christmas episode. I love you all. Make sure to smash that like button. Ooh, 24:30 to 1:25:30. Michael Jackson. All right. I'm your host, Phil in the Block. Check out our past episodes. Comment and like and rate and subscribe. Comment on our future episodes. They're coming up. We're going to do July 14th episode. Remember what happened that one? All right. Join us again for another episode of the Phil in the Blanc podcast, the archive show. And make sure, give your little boy a hug in the bathtub. He'll thank you later. All right, you guys. Peace and love. God bless you. I love you all. And I love dogs. God bless all the puppies. Don't take them in your bathtub. The hair is incredibly difficult to clean unless you're Greek.